Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their left-handed quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They go play action here on first down. And the Raiders have got him. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Now back to throw. That one behind his man, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. The drive starts with a run by White. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Opting to run again here with White. And he's got it to about the 40. The Raiders at 8-1 on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
3rd and 2. Play action. Now O'Connell. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
You look at this Raiders defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. To throw here, O'Connell. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's O'Connell again on 2nd and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And O'Connell now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw, O'Connell. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Back to throw here. To the sideline and incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And it's fielded at the 34. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. First down, here's White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
7 yards there and a first down. And they go play action here with O'Connell. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake. O'Connell. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. O'Connell to throw on 2nd down. A dive, and he's got it for a Las Vegas touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. From the 20, here's a second down and 4. Looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now O'Connell. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before break. O'Connell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10.
We begin in the NFC. It's the team from the Valley of the Sun, Arizona, taking on the team from the land of 10,000 lakes, Minnesota.
And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. The line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Robinson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
O'Connell to throw, 3rd and short. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. The tight end in motion right. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Powering forward. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 65 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down throw, O'Connell. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd down, O'Connell. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. He'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jarnell Mooney from 13 yards out. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They go right back to White here on first down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Throwing on second down. Here's O'Connell. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now it's O'Connell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Throwing, O'Connell. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
O'Connell now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. That's pulled in at the 32. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They start to drive with White and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Here's O'Connell. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Play action. Now O'Connell. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
O'Connell back to the air on second down. Touchdown! DJ Moore. a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Falcons ready to take over. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Tyree Wilson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They're going to look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. O'Connell on 1st and 10. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
O'Connell working from the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He hits Mooney going across the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now back to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Christian Wilkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out and let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the fourth quarter to grow that lead.
But I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And the Raiders have got him. Christian Wilkins in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the
and give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, where their defense has really struggled. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. They'll go up the middle with White. 20, down to the 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Carlson on for the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas.